Good morning, gamers! Welcome to Xbox Beyond the Box. I'm your host, Dragon Dust. Hey gamers, we want to say thank you for all the likes and all the subscribes there. We really appreciate it here on the channel. It's really building up the channel and we're growing fast. With that being said, what are we talking about today? Well, we're talking about the hate train. Gamers, there seems to be this going on. Groups of gamers, communities of gamers that are just loaded with hate. And I've got to admit, I fall into that category at times. I fall into the hate train hype. And for that, I want to say to those people that I may have upset, when I get into this little group, I'm sorry, it's just some things do piss me off. And rather than follow the train, that's going, to straight to nowhere, I should get on there and be more objective and have more of my own opinion. With that being said, this is not to say that if something's wrong in gaming, you shouldn't stand up for yourself. I mean, let's face it. I mean, if we get ran over by the gaming industry, then, we're pretty much suckers for doing it. So there's that kind of that fine line that you gotta walk. Be yourself, be an individual, but understand that there is power in numbers when it comes to being wrong. Now, earlier this week, I jumped on the whole EA hate train, and I wrote that thing straight to hell. And with that being said, I shouldn't have done it. Granted, EA has pissed off a lot of people. They lost $3.1 billion in stock shares, which is just funny because they come out and said, well, no big deal. Well, if I was investing in that company, it would be a big fucking deal to me. But nonetheless, I got on that hate train, wrote it straight to hell, and what I should have done was basically looked at it as, microtransactions are not going to go away. They really ain't. And, if they're not going to go away, then what can we do? What can we do to get this balance? What is it that we need that will, make microtransactions at least somewhat acceptable? Well, I thought about it. I talked to my wife about it. And this is what I've come up with. And gamers, we want to hear from you. Can microtransactions be acceptable before we get started? Or do they just got to go away? We want to hear from you. But here's my thoughts on it. Number one is we need a really, really great fucking game, plain and simple. We need one of those games that's going to make us want to hang around and play. Games such as the latest Grand Theft Auto. Games like, Elder Scrolls Online, which is just loaded with microtransactions. But some group package deals, I love that. The idea is that if a company is going to make a game, they need to make it to where we forget about the microtransactions. And the content's got to be super badass, totally cool, off the fucking charts, awesome. If we don't get, great content, then what the hell is the point of buying, these little microtransaction deals in the first place? So with that being said, that's the big thing to do. Number two is package deals. And put 4 or 5 things together and say, hey, this is what you get. It's still a little bit of a microtransaction, but we get a little bit more bang for the buck. Now gamers, if other problems arrive in gaming, I am going to have a voice about it. But I'm not going to try to hate. I'm going to look for a solution. Because let's face it, the majority of gamers are going to pay for microtransactions. It's not going to go away. I've accepted that. I'm not going to hate, but I am going to, voice my opinion. And I'm going to try to reach out to others and say, what can we do to fix it? Because, we can't just go around hating. It's going to ruin gaming. I feel like I'm almost losing friends because I'm getting into conflictual battles with them. I don't do the social media, my wife does, and she seems to be a bit calmer about it than I am. I have a tendency to go off a lot faster. I'm a natural redhead, and a southern one at that, so I'm one that's just quick to get pissed and say what's on his mind. With that being said, gamers, once again, we want to hear from you in the comments below. What do you think about today's video? What can we do to fix all these problems? With that being said, once again, we also want to thank you here at Xbox Beyond the Box for supporting our channel, for showing us the love. Gamers, I'm Dragon Dust. This has been Xbox Beyond the Box. I'm sorry about the stuttering. We wish you nothing but happy gaming, and let's stop the hate, y'all. Let's put an end to that.